Streaming live now on News8000.com. You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now, this weekend.
Right now at 10, the river continues to rise, and so does the flood risk. How one small community is preparing. Good evening, and thank you for watching News 8 Now this weekend. I'm Emily Haugen. That is our top story. With record flooding in the area, the town of Campbell is doing damage control. News 8 Now's Anna Fisher spoke with the town's fire chief and joins us live in studio with an update. Anna?
Well, rising temperatures, melting snow, and recent rainfall are putting roads underwater. And for the first time, the town of Campbell is trying something new. From one water crisis to the next, the town of Campbell is flooded with challenges.
Speaking with our residents, I've of course heard a lot of concern about the rising water levels.
The town has spent over a week in moderate to major flood conditions.
We've had major floods several times in our past, but this is definitely going to be a record flood. It'll make the top list.
Volunteer and emergency responders are helping to keep the town afloat.
We have had an outstanding amount of volunteers that have come to help sandbag, that have helped protect our community.
Sandbagging and now pumping.
We received several pumps from the Army Corps of Engineers, and we've deployed the pumps in strategic areas on the south end of the island to try to keep the seepage down.
The pumps drain hundreds of gallons of water per minute. The water gets treated and goes back into the river later.
We're trying to pump out storm sewers and low areas.
3rd District Representative Derek Van Orden works with the Army Corps of Engineers.
I want to use this as an example for the Army Corps of Engineers to understand that they need to come out here and do some very serious work on drainage.
Local leaders hope to keep residents safe by keeping them informed.
You don't live in a flood-impacted area. Please don't drive in those flood-impacted areas and stay away from the streets that have been shut down.
With even more rain in the forecast, Campbell residents may just have to keep swimming.
It's a day-by-day thing, and it's an hour-by-hour thing, and our emergency services folks are doing the very best we can.
And Chief Melby says if you're planning to evacuate, he recommends calling 211. Responders will share information to keep your property safe while you're gone. Emily, back to you.
All right, thanks, Anna. And more roads are being closed in Prairie du Chien due to high river levels. As of this afternoon, the river levels were at 21.5 feet. It's predicted to reach 24.4 feet by next Saturday. Crawford County's High Water Commissioner has closed County Road K from Cliffwood Drive to State Highway 35 along the Mississippi due to flooding. County officials ask you stay out of the area unless you live on County Road K. A number of roads are also closed in Prairie du Chien, and sandbags and shelter are available in town. We'll have a full list of roads and help you can get posted on our website. That is news8000.com.
We've been talking about this for the past few days, and now it has finally happened. We are at 15.52 feet in La Crosse, which now puts us in major flood stage category. The last time this happened was back in 2001 when we had that crest at 16.41 feet. So this is only the 4th time this has happened. As we take a look here, we have the crest projected to go on Wednesday, 16.10 feet. Then by the 30th, it goes back down to 15.5 feet. So there's a little bit of good news, a little bit of a light at the end of the tunnel, if you will. It's just a very small light, but there's a light nonetheless, and that starts next week. Now, in terms of the observation sites, I want to draw your attention to this because you're starting to see those purple dots I was talking about start to form across the Coulee region. That's where the major flooding is taking place. You can see some just to the north of Winona. Wabasha is also seeing major flooding, and the next 5 days, I tell you what, this is going to be one for the record books because the next 5 days right there, flooding will be occurring and imminent. So coming up in the first warn forecast, we'll talk more about that. We'll go over all the latest numbers across the Mississippi, and I'll tell you when we can unfortunately see more rain, but we do have 50s and 60s in the forecast. So a little bit of good news.
Well, that'll be nice.
Yeah.
All right, thanks, Eric.
You bet.
Minnesota's state legislature passed several bills on Friday that run counter to those in more conservative states. The bills include improved legal protections for gender-affirming care, as well as legislation that protects abortion rights. Meanwhile, Minnesota lawmakers moved to make conversion therapy practices for LGBTQ minors and adults illegal. 20 states have already passed similar laws banning conversion therapy. Republicans who oppose the bill say they may challenge it in court. Governor Walz is expected to sign the conversion therapy ban into law, as well as the new protections for gender-affirming care and abortion rights in Minnesota. This weekend, campaigning for the 2024 Republican nomination was already underway, with former President Donald Trump participating remotely at an event in Iowa. But several potential challengers were also making their case for new leadership in the White House. Bradley Blackburn has more.
And I will continue to fight for our values.
Former President Donald Trump spoke via video to the Iowa Faith and Freedom Coalition Saturday night.
When we become the very important 47th President of the United States.
But some of his potential challengers for the Republican nomination were there in person, with the subject of abortion front and center.
The Supreme Court didn't turn the issue of abortion over to the states. They turned it over to the American people.
Former Vice President Mike Pence says he will finalize his plans within weeks, but former Arkansas Governor Asa Hutchinson will announce his campaign Wednesday.
Our best opportunity is to have a new face, someone with consistent conservative leadership.
The lies of the left have been disproven by my life.
South Carolina Senator Tim Scott is also expected to enter the race, and so is Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, who spoke in Utah Saturday at a Republican event.
Leaders take the bull by the horns and make the decisions for themselves.
Former President Trump was in Florida rallying supporters at a pizza place. Even as he faces criminal charges in New York and multiple other investigations, he has a powerful hold on some voters.
I'm on the Trump train all the way.
The GOP nominee is likely to face President Biden in 2024. Multiple sources tell CBS News the president may formally announce his re-election bid this week. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, New York.
And sources tell CBS News that President Biden could announce that decision Tuesday via video message. That is the anniversary of when he announced his 2020 bid for the White House. And today in La Crosse, shoppers got a chance to find all of their spring necessities. Over at the Main, shoppers got to browse through handmade goods and treats from 20 different local artists. Plenty were taking care of their Mother's Day shopping. Baker Sarah Burns says organizing this market has helped her step out of her comfort zone.
I thought I would start hosting markets myself. I took pieces of various markets that I've attended that I really liked, and I applied it to this one. So now we have this really, really great event that happens 3 times a year.
Shoppers could also bring in donations. Money raised from fundraising efforts at the market went to La Crosse's Hunger Task Force. Well, coming up on News 8, it's a plastic paradise. We'll take a look at a tiny house that's making a big difference across the globe. That's coming up later. But first, as the country faces a possible civil war, 100 U.S. embassy workers were rescued from Sudan. A look into the rescue mission after the break.
This time of year has many different names. We call it Showtime. It's when there's work to be done and fun to be had. Plus, it's time for spring bonus offers at your Northland Ford dealers, where you can save big on a Ford truck to make it all happen. Start the season off right with 0.9% financing for 60 months, plus $3,500 in total savings on Ford F-150 XLT. It's showtime. Now for a limited time only, get 0.9% financing for 60 months, plus $3,500 in total savings on Ford F-150 XLT. Only at your Northland Ford dealers.
As a veteran of our country's armed services, you have already made the ultimate sacrifice. Why should you have to continue to do that? Through no fault of your own, you may be experiencing hardships, such as the inability to pay rent, utilities, or receive other life-sustaining services. And once again, you're called upon by your family to serve and protect. We want you to know we are here to support you. The Veterans Rental Assistance Program was created by and for people living in Wisconsin, with benefit approvals being issued to veterans in just days, not months. It's not easy to ask for a hand up, but we are clear in our mission. No Wisconsin veteran should ever have to face homelessness or lose heat, power, or water again. 833-WIS-VRAP. That's 833-947-8727.
Thank you for watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
About 100 American embassy workers were rescued by a U.S. military mission out of Sudan as the country teeters on the brink of civil war. CBS's Christian Benavides reports on the high-risk mission.
As deadly clashes continue in Sudan, the White House announced that American diplomats and their families trapped in the North African country were rescued early Sunday by a U.S. military operation. U.S. forces flew 800 miles from the small African country of Djibouti to a staging point in Ethiopia and then into Sudan's capital of Khartoum, airlifting about 100 people out of the U.S. Embassy. CBS News Pentagon correspondent David Martin.
So the aircraft went in at night, low level, and they had 100 special operations commandos on board.
The rescue operation comes as other countries, including France and the UK, are also getting their citizens out of what's become an escalating war zone.
We continue to work directly and through our international partners to call for a ceasefire and an end to this violence.
Civilian life has come to a standstill in the nation after intense fighting broke out between two rival Sudanese generals. This woman lost her son. I have burns on my body and couldn't stand up, she says. It hit the room and came through the window. The shelling has left over 400 dead so far, including one American citizen. Christian Benavides, CBS News.
And the State Department acknowledges some records show there to be up to 16,000 U.S. citizens who may be in Sudan, but officials consider those figures to be inflated, and congressional sources tell CBS News it's likely in the hundreds. And coming up on News 8, connecting a community with music. We'll check in with Viterbo's Choral Arts at their spring concert.
And in the world of weather, we made it to 46 today after a morning start of 34 in La Crosse. Eau Claire, you made it to 45 after a morning start of 29. We'll get back into the 50s, but unfortunately I have rain chances in the forecast. We'll plot everything out in the first warn forecast on the other side of the break. Stay with us.
At Ashley, spring into slumber with a variety of comfort choices from top mattress brands like Ashley Sleep and Sealy. Or get 0% interest for 60 months on select mattresses. Visit your local Ashley store or ashley.com for better sleep and savings today.
Hello, I'm Christy Halenka, Reading Program Chair at Viterbo University. Viterbo is proud to serve our area communities by providing programs that produce quality educators and leadership in our schools. Viterbo University is once again partnering with News 8 to recognize outstanding classroom teachers in the area. We look forward to working with generations of teachers and change agents for years to come. Do you know a top-notch teacher? Then go online to news8000.com or write to this address.
This is how legends are made. Chevy Silverado and new Silverado HD. Choose your own path with the #1 best-selling retail full-size pickup and see where it takes you. Find new roads. It's Chevy truck season. Get 0% financing plus make no monthly payments for 90 days on all 2023 Silverado 1500 pickups. Or current Chevy owners get $3,750 total cash allowance on all 2023 Silverado pickups with a turbo high output engine. Visit hometownchevy.com.
There are so many things we take for granted. So many things. And along with them, sometimes we take the people who depend on them for their survival for granted too. The elderly, disabled, the veterans, people on limited and fixed incomes, or folks that lost jobs in sectors hardest hit during the pandemic. How can they survive with record increases in their basic cost of living? Some people just can't come back. And through no fault of their own, they're being left behind, struggling to keep their heat, water, and power on. If you or someone you know needs a hand up, our heat, water, and power providers are working together to keep you safely in your home. You may not ask for it, but we're here to help.
At Ashley, spring into slumber with a variety of comfort choices from top mattress brands like Ashley Sleep and Sealy. Or get 0% interest for 60 months on select mattresses. Visit your local Ashley store or ashley.com for better sleep and savings today.
Come explore and plan your next home improvement project at the Board Store Home Improvement's historic 8-building showroom, 524 Copeland Avenue, La Crosse. Thank you for watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
At Christ Episcopal Church this afternoon, a chorus welcomed spring with a powerful performance. The Viterbo Choral Arts Spring Concert brought a variety of styles of music to its concert in La Crosse today. The chorus is new this year. It boasts over 70 choir members. That includes Viterbo students, employees, and members of the community. Soprano Michelle Skemp says the group explores all kinds of music.
We explored a lot of different tonal qualities with pacem and singing overtones to even doing spirituals. So great opportunity for us to explore our instrument.
So offerings were also taken to raise money for the church. Choral Arts' next concert is coming up on Sunday, May 7th, and the chorus is open for anyone in the community to join. So if you're interested, you can join next year's class this August. Well, I was always in choir when I was younger, and I think it's cool that anyone can join this.
That's really cool. I was a band geek.
Oh, I was too.
What'd you play?
French horn.
Nice.
Does that make sense? I think that checks out. What did you play?
Trumpet, baritone, percussion, valve trombone.
Okay.
I was kind of well-rounded there.
Jack of all trades.
Jack of all trades, master of none.
Okay, classic.
All right, we do have a serious matter to talk about this evening. Let's go ahead and hit the maps. This is the Mississippi River in Dubuque, and you can see there, even though it's not out of our, it's out of our coverage area, but you can see it right now. The current stage is 20.56 feet. That is major flood stage for them. They're projected to go to 23.3 feet. Towards the downtown La Crosse area, we are seeing 15.52 feet right now. Our flood range, or our major flood stage, I should say, is 15.5. So we're now in major flood stage category. And that, like I said, this is the first time that this has happened since 2001. Our actual flood stage is only 12 feet, so we're well above flood stage. We're getting above the major flood stage, and it's projected to go to 16.1 feet. So this is something we'll keep an eye on. And right now, this puts us at the 4th largest crest on record. I think we'll go to the number 3, and if we see more rain this week, which is in the forecast, we may even get up to number 2. So that's something we have to keep an eye on. Take a look at some of the river levels across the area. Eau Claire's at 773.78 feet. Go over towards the Wabasha area, 16.56 feet. Over towards Minnesota City, 663.42. Down towards the Trempealeau area, 650.57. Go towards the La Crescent area, 644.40. La Crosse is still at 15.52 at this hour. The farther south you go, the higher the totals. Look at Lansing, 18.35. You go over towards the Lynxville area, 628.90. And then you go to McGregor, over by the Prairie du Chien area, 21.66 feet. So numbers for today, like I said, we made it into the 40s and low 50s, but the big thing right now is that flooding is still going to be a main concern. Major flood stage is now in effect, and just please use caution if you have to drive. And we preach this a lot. Turn around, don't drown. If you see water on the roadways, just turn around, find a different route to get to your destination. We just want to make sure everybody gets there safe. So we have a clean sweep on the radar scan right now, and for the most part, we'll see a stray shower or two as we go into your Monday. Not everybody will see it. I think the majority of us will stay mostly cloudy. I feel like this particular model is overdoing the rain just a little bit. One thing I like about this, though, is we will see those temperatures going back into the 40s and 50s. Now, the rain chances for the next several days. So, like I said, maybe a stray shower tomorrow. Not everybody will see it. Tuesday, Wednesday, we get a break, and then they start to ramp back up as we go into the weekend. So we're at 38 degrees in La Crosse, 37 is the current temperature in Eau Claire. The big picture right now shows a low pressure system off towards the east of us. That's we're in control there. We're on the back end of this. High pressure is going to regain control when we get on the back end of this. That's what's going to allow us to warm up starting on Tuesday and really going into the middle part of next week. The 60s, though, they will return. Keep an eye on La Crosse right here as we go into your Wednesday and Thursday. We're talking highs going back into the 60s. So overall, albeit the rain chance is not a bad 8-day. We go to 53 on Tuesday, 57 Wednesday, 60 for Thursday, 57 on Friday, then back into the upper 40s to low 50s with rain chances as we go into next weekend. And then Monday we go to the double nickel, 55 degrees, 20% chance of an early morning shower, otherwise partly cloudy skies. But I want to throw the disclaimer out on the rain chances. As I stated, not everybody will see it, but the ones who do see it, though, will get a nice downpour. At this point, hope nobody sees it.
I hope so too.
Yeah, because it's getting bad out there.
Yeah, it's not safe. Stay safe out there, everybody.
Yes, definitely.
All right, thanks, Eric.
You bet.
Well, now it's time to announce the chosen Picturing Our Community photo for the week. This week's winner is Shane Alaska from Goodview, Minnesota, with this photo of an eagle. Every week we pick a photo to be shared in a gallery on our website at news8000.com, socially on our News 8 Now Facebook page, Twitter, and Instagram. So if you'd like to participate, just head to news8000.com, click on Submit Photos and Videos under the Home tab, and then click on Picturing Our Community and enter your photo. A new winner will be chosen every Friday, announced Sunday night, and then showcased online Monday morning. And coming up in sports, the UWL Eagles were going for their 4th straight win of the weekend. Plus, playoff hockey, the Wild were looking to defend home ice in their series against the Stars. Kate has the highlights next.
News 8 Now Sports is brought to you by Mayo Clinic Health System. Whether you need routine care or specialty care, Mayo Clinic Health System offers the best options for care where and when you and your family needs it.
In every corner of Wisconsin, you'll find Wisconsin lottery winners. Some live in the city, others out in the country. Some play in their lucky socks, others wear their favorite hat. But one thing's for sure. Last year, tens of thousands of players won across the state. In fact, Wisconsin Lottery awards over $1.5 million in prizes every day. That's a lot of winners you'll find in Wisconsin.
It's easy to see when you have a plumbing problem, but when it comes to your water, things aren't always so clear. Without water conditioning, your water may be doing more harm than good. Hard water can damage your pipes and appliances, leave spotting on dishes, as well as dry out your skin and hair. Contact the professionals at Maxwell White. More than a plumbing company, we offer comprehensive water conditioning. That's 2 great services under one roof. Enjoy cleaner dishes, softer and brighter clothes, and much more with a simple call to Maxwell White. Water conditioning done right.
This time of year has many different names. We call it Showtime. It's when there's work to be done and fun to be had. Plus, it's time for spring bonus offers at your Northland Ford dealers, where you can save big on a Ford truck to make it all happen. Start the season off right with 0.9% financing for 60 months, plus $3,500 in total savings on Ford F-150 XLT. It's showtime. Now for a limited time only, get 0.9% financing for 60 months, plus $3,500 in total savings on Ford F-150 XLT. Only at your Northland Ford dealers.
During the spring patio sale at Home Seasonal Concepts, get 10% off sale prices, plus no money down, 3-year special financing, and free shipping on purchases of $4.99 or more. The spring patio sale going on now at Home Seasonal Concepts.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Non-drowsy Claritin knocks out symptoms from over 200 allergens without knocking you out. Feel the clarity and make today the most wonderful time of the year. Live Claritin Clear.
News 8 Now Sports is brought to you by Mayo Clinic Health System. Here's News 8 Now's Kate Overton.
Well, the UW lacrosse softball team had 2 home doubleheaders this weekend, but due to those high river levels, they had to move their games out to West Salem. But that didn't stop the Eagles from dominating. They had 2 conference wins over UW Stout yesterday. They were looking for 2 more today. They were up against UW River Falls. Eagles got the win in game 1, and Remington Stark was locked in for game 2. Here she is with the strikeout to end the first inning, and more of the same in the second. A swing and a miss on the breaking ball for the second out, and then goes right back to that same pitch for another strikeout. That ends the inning. We're still tied at 0, and then the Eagle bats would come alive. Isabel Queenan starts things off with a single into center field. A walk and a hit by pitch later. The bases are loaded for Jordan McCormick. She pops one up to center field. That's plenty deep enough to score the run, and the sac fly gives the Eagles a 1-0 lead. Eagles would score on a bases loaded walk, and then Maddie O'Brien is going to bring everybody home. A line shot to center field. All 3 runners come in to score as the Eagles would go on to win 8-0. Brewers going for a series win against the Boston Red Sox, down 3-0 early. But Brian Anderson is going to cut into that lead. A deep shot to right field. That clears the fence for a solo home run. Milwaukee would actually tie it, and then in the 7th, runners at the corners, and the ball gets past the catcher. Joey Weimer comes in to score, and the Brewers now in front, but things would fall apart in the 8th. Masataka Yoshida up against Matt Bush, and this ball is crushed to right field. Boston up 1. Still in the 8th, Yoshida up again, and he homers again, this time for a grand slam. That puts Boston up 12-4, part of a 9-run inning, and that would do it. 12-5 the final. Brewers fall to 15-7 on the year. They'll look to bounce back tomorrow against the Detroit Tigers for game 1 of a 3-game series. All right, Twins trying to get back on track after 3 straight losses. They're at home against the Washington Nationals. Twins trailing in the 4th, but Jorge Polanco crushes this one and sends it deep to left all the way into the concourse for a solo shot. We're all tied up at 1. Same inning, 2 out for Michael Taylor, and he has some pop to this swing going deep to center field. That's not even close. He crushed that one, and the Twins take the lead. Next inning, runners at the corners for Polanco, and this time he singles into right field. Jose Miranda comes in to score, and Polanco has his second RBI of the day. The Twins would go on to get the win 3-1. Duran got the save. Bailey Ober had the win, as the Twins are now 12-10 on the year. Next up for them, tomorrow at home against the New York Yankees. Let's go to the ice for some playoff hockey. Wild hosting the Dallas Stars for Game 4. Wild currently lead the series 2-1. Scoreless late in the second period. Dallas with the power play. Robertson goes inside to Taylor Seguin, finds the back of the net. Dallas takes the lead, and then just a minute into the third period, Dadonov skating up the ice, takes a shot and scores. Dallas in control 2-0. Wild fighting back. Matt Zuccarello goes across the ice to John Klingberg, and he gets it past the goalie. Wild cut the lead to just 1, but late in the third, Seguin would find the net again on another power play as the Wild fall 3-2. This series is all tied up. Game 5 set for Tuesday at 7 p.m. Timberwolves are fighting for their playoff life tonight against the Nuggets. Denver leads the series 3-0. Minnesota needs to win to keep the series alive, and they're trying their best. Currently 78-73, just a few minutes left in the third. That one's over on TNT. And then tomorrow night, the Bucks will look to even up this series at 2. It's still unsure if Giannis is going to play. He's listed as day-to-day. If I had to guess, I think he'll be out there, but it's still unsure just how serious that injury is. But you know, what I do know is that Giannis loves basketball and he loves his teammates. This one's set to tip off tomorrow at 6:30 on TNT. That's all for sports. We'll be right back.
Hey golfers, don't miss the Golden Golf Deal at Drugan's Castle Mound. Get a full 7-day-a-week golf membership for only $500 for 2023. Limited $500 memberships are available, so visit the website at drugans.com to purchase this membership or call 526-4144 now before this great deal is done.
At Drugan's Country Club, yes,
At Bright Star Care, we are looking for kind, passionate, reliable individuals who will go above and beyond for our clients. We truly do feel like we're the best provider in town. We're going above and beyond every single day. There's stressful days, times, but we're all in it for the right reasons, and we always do the right thing. We are currently looking for caregivers, CNAs, LPNs, and RNs.
It's Make My Monday at Hy-Vee. One day only this Monday. Get Hy-Vee pasta for just 88 cents. 8-ounce Hy-Vee Choice Reserve sirloins, just $3.99. Roma Pizza, just $1.99. 6-pack Coke products for just $2.99. Little Debbie Snacks, 3 for just $5. And Hy-Vee Ketchup for only 99 cents. That's Make My Monday. One day only this Monday. And only at Hy-Vee.
This is how legends are made.
Chevy Silverado and new Silverado HD. Choose your own path with the #1 best-selling retail full-size pickup and see where it takes you. Find new roads. It's Chevy truck season. Get 0% financing plus make no monthly payments for 90 days on all 2023 Silverado 1500 pickups, or current Chevy owners get $37.50 total cash allowance on all 2023 Silverado pickups with a turbo high-output engine. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
A1 Express Rental has all the right equipment for the job. A1 Express has over 5,000 items, products, tools, and equipment. So there's no need to struggle, borrow, or jimmy rig on your next job site or home project. Just give us a call or stop by our Eau Claire or Rice Lake location. Get the right tools for your job. You'll get it done with A1. Open Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and Saturday 8 a.m. to 4.
Yesterday was Earth Day, and turning trash into treasure is one man's way of tackling the problem of plastic pollution. He's part of an upcycling trend he hopes will help change the world. CBS's Tina Kraus has the story.
Welcome guys to my recycled tiny home.
Gary Benchaglib is right at home in his own plastic paradise, a dwelling made from 35,000 plastic bags.
Fully equipped with a king-size bed, a kitchen, and a full-on bathroom.
The plastic pad sits on a beach on the resort island of Bali, where he collected the trash.
Fully off the grid, powered by solar. So this is the battery storage area.
The bed frame, furniture, and kitchen cabinets were all built from plastic cups and straws.
Why not recycle the plastics that we're collecting from the rivers and really show what we can do with it?
Benchaglib started a movement 2 years ago, cleaning up Bali's iconic beaches, clogged rivers, and illegal dumping sites to stop the trash from reaching the ocean. Now his upcycling trend has hit one of the island's high-end beach clubs, where workers are busy building tables, chairs, and all kinds of accessories out of waste.
How do we minimize what goes to landfill? Because at the end of the day, it's not waste until it ends up in a landfill.
Back at home, Benchaglib says he's living proof everyone can do their part to help the planet. Tina Kraus, CBS News.
Benchaglib says he hopes to further develop his upcycled house so he can mass-produce plastic houses for victims of natural disasters. Pretty cool. We'll be right back.
Get the day's news in your inbox. Email newsletters from News 8 Now. Sign up today. Go to news8000.com/newsletters to get started.
Make a move in the most electrifying Honda vehicles yet. Like the CR-V and Accord, with available hybrid powertrains designed for more responsive performance and more advanced tech. When you drive a Honda, you're driving with the 2022 Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Best Value brand. Get moving and find the Honda for you. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
Made with American biofuels, E15 saves drivers money, reduces emissions, and creates jobs in rural communities. Last year, when gas prices were spiking, President Biden extended summer sales of E15 and saved drivers nearly $1 per gallon in some areas. We can't afford higher gas prices this summer. We need the Biden administration to act again. Tell Senator Baldwin that President Biden must protect access to E15 and extend savings at the pump.
Are you tired of looking out your dirty windows? Cooley Region Window Cleaning is here to help. Locally owned with honest and fair pricing, and satisfaction is always guaranteed. More than dirty windows? If it's on your house, we can clean it. Call 769-7048 today for your free quote and get $100 off your service. Cooley Region Window Cleaning, we're doggone good. Call 769-7048 today or visit CooleyRegionWindowCleaning.com.
Asking the right question can greatly impact your future.
Are you qualified to do this?
What? Especially when it comes to your finances.
Are you a certified financial planner?
I'm a CFP professional.
CFP professionals are committed to acting in your best interest. That's why it's gotta be a CFP.
Hello, my name's Boris Gump. Chocolate? Mama always said buying a car was like a box of chocolates. Never know what you're gonna get. Me and Jenny, we buy all our cars at Sleepy Hollow. They got new cars and used cars, a body shop, parts and everything. Like me and Nate, the Sleepy Hollow serviceman, we just like peas and carrots. I'm not a smart man, but if you need a car, you should be running to Sleepy Hollow.
Would you look at that?
It's beautiful.
Wow.
That's our boy.
So proud.
Enjoy one of our tasty bagel sandwiches, like the steak, egg, and cheese bagel or the sausage, egg, and cheese bagel.
Yep, it's that time of year. But whether it's this
Or this. You can trust the First Warn Weather Team to help you plan your day right. First Warn Weather. When you expect more, turn to News 8.
The next 8 days, actually, here's a look at your forecast for tomorrow. We'll start the day off with temperatures in the 30s. We'll go to the upper 40s by the noon hour, upper 40s, low 50s by the mid to late afternoon hours. Not going to rule out a stray shower or two across parts of the area, though.
Could be worse.
Could be a lot worse.
Just keep the rain away so we can get some high school sports in, so our sportscasts are great.
Absolutely.
That's all I ask. All I ask, Aaron.
It's all for sports, right?
All of it, yes.
That's all that matters. Thank you for watching News 8. We hope you join us again tomorrow night.